And good evening. Thank you for choosing Graps TV and Brews and Brawls. We're live. Good Lord, we're live. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we got everything all nice and set up here. How's everybody doing tonight? We are racing towards Forbidden Door here, and of course, as you see the reveal, you can see the brewing equipment that's up here. Everybody's there now. This is where everything's going to happen, and it looks like we're opening up with Kyle Fletcher and Tomohiro Ishii. Oh, this ought to be interesting. That is the best way I can say it. This is for the TNT title. Collision singles record for Kyle Fletcher right now currently is 7-0, and of course we all know that. Anyway, Kyle Fletcher making his way to the ring right now, and of course I'm guessing Tomohiro Ishii's not too far behind. And Paul Walter Hauser on commentary. Now that is awful telling. And that's the best way I'm going to put it right now. Paul Walter Hauser doing commentary on Collision. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get this party started at some point in time here, guys. Jump on in, get in where you fit in. And, of course, they're doing a replay of Kyle Fletcher winning the TNT title. There we go. And here he comes right now, Tomohiro Ishii, making his way to the ring right now.
Obviously, like a 30 or more year old, and sometimes to take down that big buck, that legend, you need a screwdriver. Unfortunately,
looks like we got a lot going on tonight. Let's see what's happening here. All right, Tomohiro Ishii making his way to the ring right now. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh boy, this is going to be a crazy one tonight, guys. All right. Big Tom in the ring right now. We got 11 viewers in the house. Thank you very much, guys. Like I said, like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's see what we can get going here.
Upwards of $200,000. Starting off strong low. Yeah, he may have cost the conglomeration cost Don Callis $200,000.
All right. Let's see what we got going on here now. Right now we're just trading. At least they're not trading shots or chops at the moment. Looks like Kyle's getting the worst of this. And it looks like we're just going to trade elbow shots here for just a few minutes. Good Lord. I think at some point here somebody's got to fall. Uh-oh, Tom's getting a little bit staggered here. Now we're having show. Never mind, Tom took care of it with a lariat. Whoa, swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Lots of swing and a miss here. Hey, just about got him up for a suplex. Oh, swing and a miss. Multiple misses. If two people were better suited to fight, I don't know who it is. We got 22 in the house right now. We are digging the hell out of this fight. All right. Catherine, it's our sexual Lord and Savior. That's correct. Tomohiro Ishii. The man. Guys, that's an inside joke. If you don't listen to Covalent TV, you wouldn't get it, but it was hilarious. One of their drone accountabilities was a dude talking about his sexual Lord and Savior, Tomohiro Ishii, and we were like, pause all over the place. But yeah, Paul Walter Hauser on commentary is very telling to me. I don't know if it is to y'all or not. And really, for the first time in a long time, in a very long time, we are live across all platforms right now. We are live across Twitch, Kick, YouTube, X, and Facebook. I will be adding in about the time we get ready to do the actual Brews on the 24th. I'm going to be adding Instagram and, oh, good Lord, it escapes me. TikTok. There we go. I'm just working on a layout that will actually work with those guys. Trying to get something that'll work properly with them, get the camera set correctly and all that good stuff. I'm just kind of reaching out right now and trying to get some help on that part. Otherwise, we're going to be live on Instagram and TikTok in the not too distant future. Yes, we are. And, of course, somebody needs to tell Kyle he is not going to win a battle of the chops. But he could win the battle of a headlock. And the big boot that he just gave to Tomohiro Ishii.
Very awkward landing, excuse me, for Ishii. The way he landed, I think perhaps there's something wrong with the ring.
Kyle is really starting to get this heel tactic stuff down pat, too. I'm really appreciating his heel run as it goes through. Last year, this time, if you remember, everybody's like, oh, go stand in the crowd. Go do this. I'm not going to say who said that, but I think you can put two and two together. And Kyle did go up there and stand in the crowd and do the wave and cheer, and that didn't get him over, but this sure as hell got him over. Also, let me know if you're having any sound issues or anything like that. I've been working on the soundboard all week. I've been testing it, sound checks, all day, every day, trying to get the sound just right so we could actually have a good time and enjoy ourselves here. And, of course, if you look behind me there, you can actually see, well, you can't see the one on the mic side, but you can see the one over my other shoulder there. Those are our 12-inch by 8-inch plaques for when we start going forward with the Bestie Brews show here. We're going to be handing those out for Bestie Brews, people who actually get into Bestie Brews. We're going to be giving out plaques, and that's part of the memberships and everything else that we've got coming. And all of this, of course, is brought to you by Raise. GetARaise.com if you want to do draw inspections, if you want to make $65 a stop minimum, and make some really good money, good side gig, doesn't take long, doesn't take a lot of your time, makes really good money. Jump in there, GetARaise.com. Chances are, wherever you're at, we can use you. All right, like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We got 35 viewers in the house right now. It's what I like to see. And, of course, whoever distraught, no, whatever your name is there, sorry, we tried to do that. And they're moving to picture-in-picture right now, so we'll wait for them to actually catch up, which takes roughly about 30 seconds.
With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin. And most people were clearer even at 5 years.
Don't use it allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or...
And just a reminder to our Twitch and Kick streamers, people who are actually watching, I can see your messages and respond to them. I am unable to send you messages right now. That's fine. I don't mind. I don't care. I can talk. So if I catch your message, just give me a minute and I'll respond to it by voice, and that way you don't have to worry about reading your screen. Just listen out.
Wednesday Adams.
Okay, Kyle Fletcher is not endearing himself very well to Tomohiro Ishii,
Dips of dread.
and I'm afraid he's about to make old dude mad. And of course, they are hyping the 6-woman tag coming up as well. And apparently, FTR with Stokely. Big Stoke's going to be in action tonight. What's up, Trill Buddy? The guest 4. Oh, my. But yeah, jump in. Get in where you fit in. Let's have a good time tonight. Let's talk some wrestling. How about that? Hey, we just hit 40 viewers. Thank you very much, guys. We're not even 15 minutes into the show. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do see that there are some shares going on here, and I thoroughly appreciate that. See here.
Go home. No, not that home. Your home. Go home. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
There we go. I see those things happening there, guys. Thank you very much, Malik and Dragon. Also, big shout out to Chairshot Sports and BodySlam.net. I'm going to be doing some shows with them here in the very near future. We're going to be talking about All Out and possibly talking about Forbidden Door, but I don't know yet. So we're going to see what comes of that, and I may very well be giving some commentary. And, you know, hey, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how everything flies, see how it rolls. You never know, man. Collision continuing live now. Now we're back to the live feed here. Tomohiro Ishii still on his feet. And he's waking up. There we go. I see you guys out there. I see you. Thank you for those shares. Thank you very much. We are working on everything here. Just a little bit at a time here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think Kyle Fletcher might be in more trouble than he thinks he is. He's about to find out.
Bit of a human car crash there as both men are down.
The power here of Tomohiro Ishii. Clear as daylight. You run into him, it's like he's running into you.
Absolutely. And as the TNT champ tries to shake out the cobweb, so to speak.
There we go. Yes, Paul Walter Hauser. Paul Walter Hauser is also a champion within Progress Wrestling. He is their gimmick champion right now, and so he will actually be defending his title live on the 25th, the day after Forbidden Door. Progress Wrestling, wow, that jump up headbutt just really woke Kyle Fletcher up really well. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind here. Superplex, anyway, he'll be defending his title, the Proteus title. I had to think about it for a minute. I call it the gimmick title because they do WWE gimmick matches with it for the most part. But he'll be defending his Proteus title on August the 25th, and we'll be covering that show at 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time, 3 p.m. UK time. We're going to be covering 100 volts with Progress Wrestling. So the fact that he's on an AEW show, though, tells an awful lot. That gives me hope that we might actually get somebody that I've got in mind right now. But I'm not going to say it on the channel because I don't want there to be any, like, controversy or anything like that. And to be honest with you, I'd like to get Paul Walter Hauser on AEW programming regularly. He's a movie star. So why not? Enziguri on the side apron. He's trying to get that brain buster, and he does get the brain buster on the side of the ring, which is typically the hardest part of the ring. So there you go. No, you're fine, Trill. You're totally fine, dude. No big deal. Anybody who goes by all three of their names is just, it's wild to begin with. Nothing wrong with that, Paul. Don't. I'm not saying, I'm saying it's wild that you were referred to as your entire name. I mean, you know, it does tend to make for a few typos here and there, if you know what I mean. That brain buster on the side of the ring right there is just phenomenal. Big elbow off the top rope. Big Tom looking like he don't know what's going on yet, but he does kick out at 2. We did not get a 3 count out of that. Shoulder up. Kyle looking pissed at this point. I want him to keep this same energy going to Forbidden Door. Because I will tell you right now, if he's healthy, Gabe Kidd and Kyle Fletcher would be the match to end all matches. I really hate to say it that way. No, I don't really hate to say it. I believe what I believe, stand on business here. Yeah, Kyle Fletcher and Gabe Kidd would be an insane match. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked, but I got a feeling that Paul Walter Hauser is a little bit more than commentary coming here, but I got to ask a couple of questions, and I know who I'm going to ask. And by the way, if you caught me on Progress on Demand for the question and answer session with Lena, let me know what you thought about it. The audio wasn't that great on my end, and I know it wasn't. That's why I worked on the soundboard for forever, because I'm tired of having bad audio in the show. So, you know, we're trying to move up. And like I said, if you look above me and just slightly to the left of that, if you're facing your screen there, that's going to be our brewing setup right there. We are running Vevor. V-E-V-O-R. They are a Chinese subsidy, and I'm not ashamed. They've got a good product. You know. Nice. I heard that lariat clean through the speakers. And Kyle Fletcher has amazing cardio for what he does. Looks like we're going to get into the 30-35 minute match mark here on this one right here. We've got 50 viewers. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. I don't know that Paul's come to wrestle, though, Trill. I think he's come as an ambassador. And that tells me that a couple of people that I'm thinking about may have eyes on AEW. And if they have eyes on AEW, it's going to be a coup. It is going to be a coup. You know, the fact that Paul Walter Hauser is here, that is a treat, but it's also sending signals out. And I like to hear those signals. I'll find out, though. I'll find out. I'll know by Wednesday if this is what I think it is. Because you best believe I'll reach out directly to the source and find out. But just a reminder, too, our 2 major events coming up this month here are Forbidden Door on August 25th and 100 volts for almost a pin out of that. They gave him a near fall. I like that. They're giving Tom some respect. But 100 volts for Progress Wrestling is on the 25th at 10 a.m. So we are literally running back-to-back nights, back-to-back pay-per-views. We're going to probably have an ass load of hours coming in. We're actually going to do the brew, and if you will give me just 1 second right here. Give me just a second here. Trying to look up everything here. And as I said earlier about Chairshot Sports sharing the stream, which I totally appreciate them doing that. I would like to also introduce you again. Kyle Fletcher just pulled that out. Pause. I want to make sure I get this correct because I definitely appreciate the friendship and I appreciate the camaraderie. Dev of the Wrestle Collective is in the house. What is up, Dev? What is up, buddy? That was a crazy match. I just had to make sure I had everything straight. That's all. Wrestle Collective, Chairshot Sports, Catherine up here with the Mid Podcast. And if Reese actually makes it in here, he is the weekly steel chair. So we'll have actually, if Reese is in here, we'll have approximately 4 different shows hanging around here just a little bit. And I welcome and appreciate everybody here. It's like I told one of the guys at Chairshot earlier, I make no bones about it. We have 2 or 3 really big promotions out there that do wrestling podcasts. And I think if we come together as a collective, Wrestle Collective, see how I did that there? If we come together as a collective, we can form something that can actually generate a lot more interest because we just care about the wrestling. I mean, I don't care about the money. The money helps, don't get me wrong, but I got plenty of it. All this stuff you see around here is out of pocket. I mean, yes, I have put up a thing for donations now because I'm at a point now of where I need help getting the show moving in the right direction. And if you guys want to help, that's perfectly fine. That's what the Cash App is there for. But if you don't have to. I'll figure it out. You know, I appreciate it always and forever. If you hit the Cash App, I shout you out anyway. But it's not a requirement to be in the show. But yeah, we got Wrestle Collective here with Dev. Dev is Wrestle Collective. We have the Chairshot Sports that just did a share. We've got the Weekly Steel Chair run by Reese. You'll see him in here every once in a while. And we've got Catherine, who is the Mid Podcast. Let me listen to this guy.
And everyone around the world will have no choice but to say my full name.
That's right, and don't you forget, it is Kyle Pinky and the Brain Fletcher. Make absolutely no mistake, Kyle Pinky and the Brain Fletcher. Call him by his full name.
I'm so happy that Kyle Fletcher has beaten the great Ishii and embarked on his own journey to become the greatest TNT champion of all time, to fulfill the destiny of Kyle Fletcher. And it felt so good to me to beat a New Japan talent that I feel like I'd like a little more. You see, I had a big role to play in the success of New Japan several years ago. It's why they gave me this one-of-a-kind tie that I'm wearing.
So he's got a one-of-a-kind New Japan tie.
Let me send a little message out to the management team at New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Uh-oh.
We're going to be here this week in Cincinnati. I would love it if you would send your best to face Kyle Fletcher. What are you afraid of, New
Better
Japan?
call Don. You're absolutely correct, man.
For Kyle. And after he's done embarrassing them, I will take off this one-of-a-kind tie, and I will choke whoever you send into oblivion as Kyle Fletcher and I march on into history. And New Japan and whoever you send will be on the ash heap of my history.
The ash heap.
So Don Callis tells you to
As opposed to a heap of ash.
to Cincinnati to look Kyle Fletcher in the eye because those two are going to have a matchup coming up in 2 weeks from Sunday afternoon at Forbidden Door. How about that?
How about Don Callis? They ought to spell it C-A-L-L-O-U-S.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, fans, speaking of Forbidden Door, we have a big announcement to make right now. We are going to have heading to Forbidden Door coming up this coming week on Dynamite this Wednesday. It is going to be the
Oh, you have got to be shitting me. Oh my God.
Well, how much to say about that? To be ready, you've got to stay ready, and with those three guys, it's going to be a very steep training curve the next 7 days. But for as you know, an opportunity presents itself, you better take it.
Well, I think you've got the homework and you've got the miles on the road and in the ring. So my money's on Nigel McGuinness.
Now, I will take that back. If Nigel McGuinness wins that match and goes on to face Zack Sabre Jr., I am there for it. I got a bad feeling I know who's going to win that match. Yeah, you said it, Catherine. You said it right there. Meanwhile, my boys Gates of Agony around here just raising hell and kicking hell. Oh, that looked painful when you bounced off in chairs like that. Oh, and Richard O'Shea is in there helping out, too.
You see, I have all of this ammo, I have all this firepower. You think that I'm not about to use it?
He has all this ammo and firepower.
My patience is wearing thin because I have been nothing but kind and respectful since I stepped foot into AEW, and we have been very transparent about our goal. We have no issue dismantling everything in our path until we get the respect that we deserve. So you will give us what we want, or we will take it.
You will give them what they want, or they will take it.
See, that's not a request. That's a demand.
And it's not a request, it's a demand. Oh, face plant into that thing now. And they're taking a commercial break. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back, I think. Yeah, they're taking a commercial break. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back in 60 seconds.
Greasing rhyme in half the time.
Oh my Grayson, look at him go!
Yeah, Dawn Power Wash is unique. It absorbs grease with 3 cleaning boosters, removing it 5 times faster.
Ooh, for beak's sake, that was fast.
And Power Wash can replace multiple cleaning products.
Woo, fumble recovery!
Ooh, those suds got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
And we're back.
There seems to be some obsession with why we choose to conduct business the way that we do. But Christian Cage, you said you respected us for standing up to you.
Uh-huh.
But you didn't like it when we questioned why you did what you did. Well, who's questioning us now? You're questioning us now. All of you are questioning.
All of you are questioning them now.
It's typical. Typical, hypocritical Christian Cage. Constantly telling himself lies that he wants to hear. Spewing lies about himself.
Nick Wayne is getting better on the mic, though.
How are we supposed to feel fulfilled when all you do is speak empty lies?
Nick Wayne is getting better on the mic.
If there's one part where you spoke remotely about the truth last week, it was when you said that I had every tool in my book to be a star. Where you went incorrect is the fact that I'm already a star. I'm a shooting star that was just now set free to soar.
And he's going off the rails.
Or questioned as to why we did what we did to Christian Cage. You ain't seen nothing yet. Our next chapter is us ending the career of Christian Cage.
Cadence is a little off on that, but I get it. And no, we don't need a soliloquy from Mother Wayne. We're good. We're good. We're totally good. As soon as she gets close to the mic, he goes way the hell off the rails. And here we go again. We're back to the ring again. And here comes Megan Bay making her way to the ring with Penelope Ford. Thessaloniki. This was an unannounced one to me. Emily Rose, actually, not a bad independent wrestler. It's going to be interesting to see how they portray it. Probably going to be a squash. But, you know, hey, it is what it is, and it is what it is. We got 61 viewers in the house right now. Thank you very much, everybody, for showing up tonight, keeping old man company. We're cool with it. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend here. Emily Rose about to get her ass handed to her by Megan Bain. It's all good, though. Let's see how this works out. Well, game over. Yep, Emily Rose ate a boot to start this match off, and she can take a licking and keep on ticking. That's one of the things that's good for her. Big splash in the corner. Double hook flying suplex. Wow. Flying lariat right out of nowhere. This thing's about over with here. Uh-oh. Emily going to get her shot in there, that's for sure. This is going to be the powerbomb from hell, obviously. Running powerbomb. 1, 2. You can count to 500 right there. This match is over. There are not many women in AEW right now that can match size, strength, and power with Megan Bain. It is just a matter of time again, hopefully. He said, I'm mad all the time. He said that with his chest voice.
And then you knocked us out of the tag team tournament. You crossed one line, and then you crossed another line.
That's too many. How am I supposed to be afraid of this guy? Huh?
Next time I see you, I'm going to walk a straight line directly at you and rip your head off. Juice Robinson, you've got exactly what's coming to you. Pew-pew.
Not a bad promo from Big Bill. I just find it ridiculously impossible to take Brian Keith seriously on any level, in any way, shape, or form. I find it physically impossible to take him seriously. Guns up, everybody! It's the Bang Bang Gang with 2 pose stand-ups. Glad to see him bringing the beard back, too, because Juice Robinson just looked weird without it. Beard on the way back. There we go. He just looked weird without it. You see a guy the same way for like years, and he's like, you know what, I think I'll shit. No. Did you request a character change on line 74 of your contract? All right, so it looks like Ricochet making his way to the ring right now. Got his strut on, got his pimp hand heavy. Ricochet making his way to the ring right now. All right. And broken main, okay. Cheap viewers on Stream Boo, okay, whatever. There we go. And there's the bell. Juice getting the hype right now. So Richard O'Shea has added pity to his toolbox. All right, here's the lockup. Juice big broing him right there in the corner. All right, working his way into, not really sure where he's going with this just yet. Whoa, swing, and not really a swing yet. Uh-oh, knocked the cardboard stand-ups down. Shit's getting real. Hey.
The only thing Tony's ever wrestled with is his conscience.
Oof.
Shoulder block and Ricochet.
Oh, the bald slap. Oh, big elbow. Big elbow. Ricochet going for a ride. Ooh. Stand-up senton right there. Not enough for 3, though. Not enough to put the match away, but good enough for entertainment value. That's a fact. Wow.
The all-black outfit, perhaps more of a darker side, a more serious side of Robinson.
There we go.
Before his return at All In earlier this month, his last match was in the Continental Classic, a loss to Will Ospreay, no less. Of course, Ospreay has vowed to return at Philander.
There we go. I would definitely say that Richard O'Shea is not fully in control of this match yet. Thank you for the repost, 7. I really appreciate it. By the way, today's 7's birthday. In case y'all didn't know, everybody run over and wish him a happy birthday. Happy birthday to 7. Yes. We got 70 viewers online right now. Thank you very much for that, guys. And by the way, happy birthday. There we go. Bam. Happy birthday. Just like that. Bishop Khan. The flying suicida. And they're heading straight over to picture-in-picture here.
Jen loved her game hibiscus hula flavors. Until Brad moved in and brought along a few new, exciting additions.
There we go. Oh, we got 71 kicking in here right now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much here. And, of course, Richard O'Shea firmly in control now. Balled in, everything. Got control of this match, courtesy of Bishop Khan. I have zero problems with this either. I just don't. Let's see what they're going to put together over here. So, yeah, Richard O'Shea starting to take control of the match here. He's getting the referee distracted on a regular basis, too. That's definitely a thing. Driving him into that ring, into the corner of the ring itself, the harder part of the ring. Pause. Looks like this is going to be a wrestling heavy show tonight, too, and I'm down for that. Let's see here what I can barely see. We are trying to see. Totally own it down on the side there, too. Looks like the Bang Bang Gang is outnumbered, and that doesn't even count Big Bill and Brian Keith in the back waiting to do some damage, too. Oh, we're going to have Max Caster tonight. That's going to be interesting. Let's see here. A woman's right to shoes. There we are. Now we're back to the live look. All right, Juice starting to hulk up a little bit here. Alrighty. Wow. Richard O'Shea in a might bit of trouble at this point. And one thing you cannot say about Ricochet is that he does not know how to sell. His selling abilities have gotten phenomenal. And we're almost to 80 viewers already. Good Lord, give me a break. Whoa. Not enough for 3. Ricky kicking out there at the last possible second. But the big news is Juice Robinson's beard is coming back, so less weird. Almost knocked that bald head right off his shoulders. That's funny. Wow. Not enough for 3, but damn, that was a nice sequence from Ricochet there. Got a handful of tights, too. Whoa! Lariat from hell. Not enough for 3, though. Not enough to put the game away just yet. Wow, 2 hot shots in a row. Springboard. Swanton. Standing. Not enough for 3, though. Standing shooting star press, not enough to put it away. We're almost 80 viewers right now. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. I have a feeling we get to pay-per-view time, it's going to be standing room only, and I hope it is. But, you know, hey, it is what it is, and it is what it's going to be. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, good Lord. Just about a 3 count out of that. There we go. Stopping a little bit of that interference, and Toa Leone just goes right through Gunn. And there's Big Bill. He's getting set up. Richard O'Shea with absolutely zero idea. And, of course, after multiple interferences on the way out right there, the last one being from Big Bill. And Richard O'Shea barely standing up, but did pick up the 3 count there. Not quite sure what planet he's on right there, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. All right, we're getting a video package for Timeless, Toni Storm, and Athena, who will sign the contract at Forbidden Door to take on Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship. Wow. That's not a bad tail of the tape right there for Athena. 67-0 strapped up ain't nothing to laugh about. And they're taking a commercial break. We're going to take it with them here. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. And we're back. All right, they're showing the replay of Max Caster getting the beat down and the sympathy from the fans, and the big brawl out afterwards.
Excuse me, the best wrestler alive, Max Caster. Last week you faced Roosh on Collision, and while maybe not a win, you at least scored a moral victory?
No. If anyone had the moral victory, it was Roosh. He's the one who survived 5 against the best wrestler alive, and Roosh, I took you to your limit, but you didn't beat me because you can't be better than the best. You just can't.
Oh, good God.
Well, afterwards we saw LFI jump you before AR Fox and Jet Speed made the save.
Right, and that makes sense too. If you want to mess with the best, you need a 3-on-1 attack. But Jet Speed, AR Fox, thanks for the help, but next time, no thanks, because you're looking live at the best wrestler alive. So, yeah, excuse me, we're just going to continue it on today. Another open challenge. We'll see who can survive. And, Lexi, for the people here in Roanoke, I'm going to warm up right now. Hold that. Move that. Let's go. Max, you're the best wrestler.
Oh, my Lord. Let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive. Please don't break the Nutcracker scene here. Wow. And here comes Spitter. It's Stokely and Fitter. We're almost to 90 viewers, guys. Thank you very much. I'll be honest with you, I didn't see this best wrestler alive gimmick getting over the way it got over, but, you know, as long as it's a 0-hour presentation, I'm totally cool with it. If it makes its way to the main roster, we're going to have a discussion. And Ryan Zuko, Joe Keys, and Josh Fuller. And, of course, Stokely faking with the crutch. Uh-oh. He threw the crutch away. He's badass. This match probably will not take 30 minutes, I promise you. Wow. So much for that flex there, dude. Uh-oh, 2 tags. Jobber number 2 catching the hot tag here. And we're at 90 viewers. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. There we go. like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend here. Get in where you fit in and have a seat, and we're going to talk some beer here in a little bit. Nigel's still hating Brian Danielson. That never gets old. Meanwhile, the Jobbers are getting their asses kicked. Uh-oh, Stoke tagged in. Shit just got real. Ooh. Copeland and Stokely. That ought to be a real barn burner. That's about right. And we're back with Ryan Zucco. Shatter Machine, and that's going to be the ball game right there, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to let Stoke get the pin. Stokely can't even get up to do the spike, man. There we go. Stokely picks up the win. Oh, my God. Cope should really be worried about Stoke. Cope should really fear Stoke. He really should. Yeah, Cope should really fear Stoke. I personally am fearing him at the moment. See. Hang on a minute. I'm working on it. There we go. There we go. Now I'm in fear. And group hug. And Stokely goes back to being injured. Darby Allin. I'm still saying that balcony drop from last week was just fucking insane. And I still think they ought to have gone ahead and applied to throw him off the building. That would have been hilarious. So Darby Allin's getting a match with Mox at Forbidden Door out of this, and you know what? Nothing wrong with that either. I like it. I like it a lot. And ladies and gentlemen, here comes Daniel Garcia. Are they going to do this four-way match now? You know, Dev, I got to think about that for a second. Excalibur. If it's an actual fight, Excalibur. If it's kayfabe, who knows? In all honesty, you don't know. It's kayfabe, you don't know. All bets are off. And here comes the one and only, often imitated, never duplicated, and highly underrated Hechicero making his way to the ring right now. Absolutely, and no fear, like legit no fear. Winner gets a shot at Zack Sabre Jr. So that's going to be next week. So that's probably going to be our highlight match, whether I want it to be or not. It's probably going to be the technical spectacle. Winner getting a shot at Zack Sabre Jr. I need to get that one taken care of real quick. AR Fox and Hechicero, though, is not a match to sneeze at. Yeah, Hechicero and AR Fox, definitely not a match to sneeze at. Bear with me just one more second, guys. There we go. The Alchemist himself taking over this match. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get this party popping. Let's do that. Bear with me just one second, guys. I got a call coming in I've got to take. I'll be back in about 60 seconds. I apologize. And I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. And they're heading to picture-in-picture on that. Give me just a second here. There we go. All right, so they are still on a commercial break. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take care of a little bit of work-related issues there. They cropped up. And the Alchemist still showing off pretty regularly here. Nothing bad about a Hechicero match. Him and AR Fox, this should be a little bit more banging later on. Maybe they're just getting used to each other. Would not be shocked if that's the case. We're almost to 100 viewers right now. Thank you very much, guys. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We are going to be starting a little contest here for too long. Let's see here. There we go. Find something here. And they're just about to get live back on HBO Max. There we go. Almost there, almost there. There we go. They're back now. Uh-oh. Big swing and a miss. Oh, Lord. It would always been my dream to wrestle in the UK, and I've not done that yet. I get to the chopper. Tony Schiavone with the most paused comments tonight. He's keeping hope dead, actually. Keeping hope very dead. Very dead, actually. Absolutely, Jeremy. We are planning on it. We're thinking about it, but we haven't decided yet. But it's a good possibility, yeah. It's possible you could see that, Jeremy. New commenter, I can tell. How you doing, sir? Or however you wish to be addressed. We're almost to 100 viewers right now. Thank you guys very much. Seriously, thank you. Let's see here. It's over with. There we go. We've got 2 of the 3 in the building right now. Honestly, I hope it's, I'm not going to lie, I hope it's Hechicero. I'm not going to lie. No, it won't be Hechicero. Well, it could possibly be. really not thinking that's working too well. I think Max's is working easier on that. I think they can too, Jeremy. Don't get me wrong. I'm open to an MLW collab. I am. I'm open to an MLW collab with, and of course CMLL's already in for the New Japan, which is why I was kind of hoping Hechicero wins that match and gets a shot at Zack Sabre Jr. because CMLL doing that, you know. And in a way, when you think about it, a lot of times they are. We share wrestlers with MLW. So it's entirely possible you could see an MLW, you know, you could see a collab, especially at Forbidden Door. It could happen. All right, they're taking a commercial break. We're going to take it with them. I'll be right back in 60 seconds. And we're back. I see Harley Cameron getting herself together here. Feel the wrath. got 101 viewers. Thank you very much, guys. I like having video packages, especially for the one, the only Harley. Cameron, glad to see her on the way back. And here comes Tekla. That could happen too, Jeremy, and you're right. MJF does have a CMLL belt, which may very well help out too for Forbidden Door. Here comes the Triangle of Madness. Sky Blue, Julia Hart, Tekla. The Triangle of Madness. And by the way, this is working, by the way, Tony. This works. Trust me, this works. This scenario works. I would just desperately like to see more women's matches. 1 a show, 2 a show. It doesn't have to be 3 or 4 or 5. It doesn't have to be crazy or nothing, but a couple might not hurt. That's what they're supposed to be giving off, Paul. Hurt people vibes. Here comes Ty-Mello. Glad to see her back. Not much ring rust at all. There's been a little bit, but I wouldn't say a significant amount of ring rust. Just seen a little bit on her last match here. Hoping to do better on this one. Queen Alanana making her way to the ring right now. It's the Queen herself. And Willow Nightingale making her way to the ring as well. The forever face that definitely runs this place. Willow Nightingale making her way to the ring right now. That energy is just, nah, can't beat it. Nah, I can't imagine that one, Jeremy. Sorry. Can't do that. And that's not a tribalist thing right there. I like Nia. Don't get me wrong. I think she's making improvements. I think she's reasonably improved. I don't think she's AEW material. I really don't. Uh-oh. Caught him off guard there. Whoa, Matrix move. Oh, wow. Take a picture. You don't see Amanada handled like this very often. Julia Hart, Tay-Mello. Ty-Mello, Tay-Mello, Tay-Tay. You say tomato, I say tomato. Damn.
Loaded with talent and also loaded with people who have problems with each other.
Solid chop. Four, 5, 6. You know, and I see a whole lot of people like really want Eddie to come back. the type of injury he sustained, professional football players in top-notch shape don't come back from within 18 months. So, I mean, I know that they are doing a lot of hype stuff for Eddie. I just don't. If I'm just being honest with you, I don't think Eddie should come back in the capacity that he was in when he left. Whoa, that didn't work out too well. Sky Blue getting caught in the middle right there. Willow Nightingale, she's getting the full Willow treatment here. Almost, yes, a camel clutch. I like Eddie Kingston, don't get me wrong, but as a few other people have astutely said, the kind of injury that he sustained, he's lucky to be up and walking. And I mean by lucky, I mean it's damn near impossible to be walking straight after the kind of injuries he's had. It was not they wanted to, oh, hello, big smile. Sky Booty in a little bit of trouble here, that's for sure. Truthfully, off the rip, it's not that I don't want him to come back, because I want everybody to come in, have fun, do what you want to do. But the fact that he's actually walking is a modern miracle in and of itself, because a lot of people that get the injury he got, it was not an ACL tear, it was an actual, the break that he got, aside from the actual ACL, MCL, which came with the break. The break is what's got me concerned. ACL, MCL, these guys come back from this. They don't always trust themselves for a while. And I really think that's a big problem with Sky Booty right now, because obviously she's not trusting that leg yet. She's getting close, but she's not trusting that leg just yet. Now, imagine having that particular type of break that he's got. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know how many bolts and screws they had to put in his leg to get it to go back together, but, I mean, would I like to see him in the ring? Yes and no. I would like to see him in the ring. I just don't want to see him in a capacity where he's going to get hurt like that ever again, because you get hurt like that one more time, there ain't no fixing it. There's no bolts, there's no screws, there's no rod that's going to fix that. Pause if necessary. The reality of life is he should probably stay out of wrestling, the wrestling part. Would I like to see him around on a regular basis? Yes. If he gets in the ring, it's going to bother me. Just for that reason. I mean, there's a certain point in time when you've got to know that it's time. And I think he's about a year older than I am, which is saying something. So, and now granted, I'm not in the best of shape, but then again, neither is he. He's in good cardio shape, but good physical shape? No. I'm in good cardio shape. But physically? Nah. I just hauled 6 gallons of water in here, and it was actually a problem. I can't remember in my lifetime it ever being a problem to handle 10 or 12 gallons at a time. Gallon weighing 8 pounds, I can usually carry 80 to 100 pounds. These days, I can't do that. So... But yeah, I mean, do I want to see? He could be a manager. He could be a manager with limited bumps. And they're taking a break all the way across the board. I'll be back in 20 seconds. And I'm back. Sorry, the switchover wasn't that fast. I apologize. But yeah, no, he could be a manager. He could be a lot of things. And he could even take limited bumps like Stokely just did earlier. He could do that. That will be fine. I just don't want to see him back in the ring as a full-time professional wrestler, because if he gets injured, somebody's going to be responsible for that. And they may not actually be responsible. Excuse me. they may not actually be responsible for the injury, but the wrestlers themselves, I have sat and spoke for hours on end with a lot of people that you see in the ring. Just because there's not a video out for it, I don't care. I don't do that. I mean, if I'm going to do an interview, I say, hey, you want to do an interview? If we're just going to sit around and chop up games so I actually learn something, yeah, I don't film that. But a lot of the wrestlers themselves, I can tell you this right now, when Eddie Kingston got hurt, the wrestler he got hurt with felt bad about it. And that's the problem is, I mean, you know the risks when you get in the building, you know the risks when you get in the ring, but it doesn't prevent your opponent from going, damn, what could I have done better? What could I have done to avoid that? And that's something that haunts these guys. And you get enough of that and it ruins other careers. Julia Hart with the save on that one. I would like to see that, Deb. I really would. I would like to see Queen Aminata with something. If we're going to go promotion hopping and promotion shopping, shop her around a little bit. If she's not in the main title picture, and she's not going to be in the main title picture here, shop her around a little bit. I mean, I'm sure Marina Shafir is getting tired of going out to Washington State to run those Defy shows. Have them run a little show. Run a little collab on Defy or something like that. Let me think about that, Deb. Let me think about that for a minute. Tekla doing Tekla stuff. You can't beat it. Whoa! Willow Nightingale breaking up that spur before getting over the top rope. Not enough for even two. Uh-oh, what we got? We got Julia Hart with a super kick. And I guess we're doing tornado rules here now. I have no idea what that is, but it's cool as hell. And it was good enough for the win. The Triangle of Madness. Is it weird that I'm just like totally into heel factions on this show? I mean, it's crazy. Tekla's like, yeah, we won, didn't we? Damn. Hopefully Tekla's okay and just selling an injury. I thought about it a little bit, Deb. I think it's about, I think Queen Aminata's got plenty of momentum. I'm concerned that Athena has plenty of people. And it's not a matter of momentum sometimes, it's a matter of the people. Yes, Blue getting a pin on that one was phenomenal. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing, not challenging that, not even a little bit. I know Stoke ain't fixing to stand back and talk some shit. Hang on a minute. I don't think Fitter gets this one, though. But then again, now realizing that last week was mostly a ruse, that could be a ruse, too. That could be a ruse that they don't want Fitter and them to go. Okay. And we have anyone who can survive 5 with the best wrestler alive, Max Caster in the ring. We are having the what the hell ever it is that Max Caster has. Oh, Jesus. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. I don't think she's ever going to debut again. I think she's happy being at home taking care of kids. The Maximaniacs. Oh my God. Let me adjust my camera real quick here, guys. Let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive. That was really bad. That was better.
But this is the Platinum Max Open Challenge, so let's put 5 minutes on the clock.
Which we already have.
And let's see who can survive 5, the best wrestler alive. All right, here we go.
Be funny if Rouge came down there and beat him in 30 seconds and left. Ciabatta bread. I have a feeling ciabatta bread is not going to mix any words. We're at 114 viewers right now. Thank you very much. I don't think Beth Copeland makes it. I don't. I don't think she comes back. I really don't. If she does, I'll eat those words. Oh, well, that didn't take long. Ciabatta taking over this match immediately. Hey, stand back up. I'm not done chopping you yet. Oh. Don't forget to beat him. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to wind up with, too, is a casket match. And, of course, Darby Allin is not undefeated in casket matches. He lost one to Jack last year at Double or Nothing. Not this year, but last year lost that one to Jack. And, you know, definitely not number one anymore on the casket matches, but not far off. Almost picking up a 3 is Max Caster, and what the hell? I think he just made Ciabatta bread a little bit angry. Wow. Oh, missile drop kick. Over the top butterfly suplex. He got him in a sleeper. Max is definitely about to pass out, but now he's done. You can count to 1,000. Katsuyori Ciabatta bread. No, Max Caster's in a lot of trouble. Every time that bell rings, he just gets in immediate trouble. Shake the man's hand. There you go. Wait a minute, Roosh and Company making their presence felt. LFN, LMNOP on their way in the ring here. And Jet Speed and so on were... One man's got a hockey stick. I don't know what the other one's got. Yes, they play hockey there in Roanoke, Tony Schiavone. Oh, my dear God. That's what keeps these little buildings alive. No, actually, Zack Sabre Jr. is going to be defending his title against the winner of a really crappy four-way match next week. They just announced that. And, of course, they're taking a commercial break. We're going to take it with them. I'll be right back, and I'll tell you who I want to surprise Max when I get back. And we're back for the main event. Six-man wrestling. Hangman Adam Page on his way out. This is Catherine's favorite wrestler of all time. Like, Catherine is sitting there jumping for joy right now. About like Deb is jumping for joy to hear Tony Schiavone. I saw that share too, by the way, Deb. Thanks, buddy. And, of course, Jet Speed already in the ring. There we go. We're almost to 120 viewers, guys. Thanks for that share, Deb. I saw it. Mundo. I see you too, Mundo. Speaking of which, I have been to Blacksburg several times. One of my best friends I used to play golf with. Wardlow making an appearance to beat Max up wouldn't be bad. I would actually like to see. I'm gonna put this out here in the ethos. I would like to see Beast Mortos come after Max next. We've got another face-to-face coming up here. Of course, we got that coming between MVIP and Hangman Adam Page. Showing absolutely no fear with Roosh. So Catherine is doing everything but watching her favorite wrestler of all time. Good Lord, Disco Inferno can suck a dick. Y'all can clip that, by the way. Scandals in 16th century Europe. Ooh. That's actually pretty good. I like that. But yeah, Disco Inferno, yeah, he can bite me both cheeks so the ones don't get upset. And we've got an all-house clearing brawl going on here. There we go. Roosh catching the bad end of a jawbreaker. But no, me and Disco don't get along. Glenn Gilberti can just, yeah, both cheeks, man. I don't want one to get jealous. That was a nice moonsault from the Hangman. Fans are going bananas. The match that didn't need a heater. Who knew? I see what you did there, Tony Schiavone. 121 in the house. There we go. So the big question is, are we covering MLW or not? That's the question I have on my mind right now. Because if we're covering it, I'm going to start getting ready for it. And that means I might have to step away from the screen for just a second. Because I left the television remote elsewhere. Because I am a dumbass. Yes, I am. But yeah, y'all can go back and clip that. And make sure you send it straight to Disco and want to make sure you get my face. So Disco can do some poor pitiful me like little script on his little 3-minute shorts on YouTube. Like he was trying to convince us that one time that he was the head booker for WCW, and I'm like, you're full of shit, dude. Double drop kick. Hang tight a second, guys. I'm going to adjust this camera real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, he's in no man's land, literally here. And goes to the other corner. There's the neutral corner. And Roosh, former two-time Ring of Honor World Champion.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
And a tag is made. And here comes Beast Mortos.
Sometimes the camera wants to work right, sometimes it don't. I have a brand new one coming in for too long. And we're going to adjust a couple of the cameras here so we can actually do close-ups on things. And, yeah.
The only one Nigel's afraid of is Brian Danielson. That's well documented. Absolutely insane. Over the top. Oh, wait a second.
I don't know. No, it doesn't matter, Jeremy. We're all sitting around here having fun. You ain't got to apologize for nothing. I got to tell people all the time, everybody has opinions. You're entitled to them. Everybody's entitled to an opinion. And like I always say on here, you guys are the stars. I'm nothing but the conduit here. That's all I am. You guys are the stars of this show, and I always want everybody to know that because, hey, if you're not here, I don't have a show, do I? Damn. Hurricanrana. Springboard off the top. Golly. Yeah, Kevin, you made the right decision. Welcome to AE freaking W, man. And they're going to picture-in-picture just in time for that. Let's go ahead and calm this down here. So I haven't decided yet, are we covering MLW or are we not? I'm going to leave it up to everybody watching the show and especially the people commenting. And I do like that like from Covalent TV. Thank you, thank you. We support each other around here. We don't, yeah, Kevin was in MLW for a little while. MLW's got some good people, don't get me wrong. They lost their best one with Fatu, though. And I stand on that. There's a lot of people want to argue that point with me, and I'm like, no, Jacob Fatu was one of their better people. And, of course, when it comes to things like MLW, Rev Pro, and Progress, I mean, you've got to understand that you're... All right, so we will cover MLW until we all get tired and go to sleep. I'm kidding. I won't get tired and go to sleep anytime soon, but I probably will take my relaxation stuff here for too long. Nah, I'm kidding. We'll be good. We'll be good to go. I'm gonna have to restart a couple of things when we do that, and that'll be fine. Won't take but about 30 seconds to restart everything, and that'll give me time to get over to the correct channels and everything else. And so there we are, you know. Hey, it is what it is, and it is what it is. So, yeah, but we'll cover MLW. That's what we'll do. No problem. Yeah, Jacob Fatu was their best player. I mean, he was their Riho. And don't get me wrong, I see a whole lot more potential over in Progress, but Riho's the one everybody wants right now. She's the real deal. She's what everybody wants. I'm glad to see Paul Walter Hauser on commentary tonight. That gives me a feeling that we might be in the running. Because I can tell you right now, if AEW gets Riho from Progress, the temper tantrums and the counter programming will triple. You write a check on that. And we're getting close to where we need to be, so I am going to get set up for MLW on the main screen. And I generally don't cover a lot of MLW. I'm doing sort of an experiment here because MLW runs on the same nights as Collision does. So I am probably... I've got it queued up on the television, Blood and Thunder. They are premiering it live within 60 seconds. Oh, wow. Flying body block from the hanger. Now, this is more or less an experiment because at Brews and Brawls, not enough for 3. Roosh kicking out at the last possible second. If you look up above me here, you see the brew pot and you see the fermenter. And, of course, yeah, I'll figure out this pointing thing here before too long. Beside that, you get a front-end view of it right here. The whole precept of Brews and Brawls is there are going to be weekly episodic television shows where we go through whole brews. Once we get it all built up, once we get our membership built up, that'll be weekly episodic television where we actually sit here and brew beer while we're talking. Yeah, we got to work this here, though. There we go. Hey, I figured it out. There it is. See? Wow, turned that into a destroyer. Mike Bailey. Yeah, and here it goes. MLW is kicking off here a little bit. Not enough for 3, even with the ropes. Whoa, almost turned that into a crucifix. Not enough for 3, though. Hangman kicking out the absolute last second. So they got a 2-minute timer going on right now. But yeah, with MLW running their shows on a Saturday night with Collision, I thought I would turn Collision into one of our Brews and Brawls. Hang on a minute. There's my better half. And, of course, if we're doing a Brews and Brawls like that, we would be able to brew an entire beer within the 4 hours. Now, granted, I wouldn't be sitting here on the mic 24/7, but we would have some real interesting things going on here. We have a lot of fun doing it, too. I actually enjoy brewing beer. Oh, thwarted into buckshot lariat. Buckshot lariat. And MLW is starting to kick off right here, but we're going to let this one close out real quick, and then we're going to head straight to it. Face to face with MJF. MJF happening on the Wednesday show. We'll definitely be here Wednesday for that. And just a quick reminder, too, on Monday, Covalent TV is going to be bringing that Raw Live review. They're going to bring you the facts, data, statistics. They're going to hold a couple of dumbasses accountable. Bring you one of the best reviews across all platforms. That is Covalent TV live on Monday night, right after Raw. But we're getting ready to move into Blood and Thunder here. So bear with me just a second here. I'm going to get everything set up, and we're going to come right back. Just hang tight. And we are back. Wow. Okay, now we're back. Trying to get the video to catch up with the audio is something else. Hang on a second here. All right, they're introducing the card right now, live on MLW tonight. We are live. Hang on a minute here. I got to let everybody know. That is correct. We are covering it. So Mystico is going to be on tonight, which means we're probably going to get an MGIF. So they're announcing that they're going to cover the middleweight title at the very next one here. Yeah, Paul Walter Hauser on there was definitely a sign. Like I said, if we win that battle right there, you haven't seen a meltdown yet. Wait until if we actually win the Rio battle over here at AEW, it is not even going to be pretty. Blood and Thunder live on Graps TV and Brews and Brawls. Mainly, if I can keep this show going until midnight, then the next time this happens, we're going to incorporate actual brewing up there. You're going to actually see beer getting made. because 4 hours is plenty of time to make beer.
Matt Riddle already beat him, and he's going to do it again here tonight. I guess we'll find out. We are going to find out. Matt Riddle has been a marked man since capturing the MLW World title. We'll see if he stayed with title intact.
And I am kind of curious to see Matt Riddle. I got to meet him last year at WrestleCade. Not a bad dude. Not a bad dude. I'm going to be honest with you, I have no earthly idea who a lot of these people are, but we are going to do this just to be doing this. And Matthew Justice making his way to the ring right now. Matthew Justice there. And that's bad because he's actually a Facebook friend. Holy shit. I just realized that. Damn, I've been slacking, guys. I've been slacking. Yeah, Matthew Justice is one of my Facebook friends. I just realized that. Somebody asked me the other day, they're like, how many wrestlers follow you? I did kind of a mini tally about 2 months ago to figure it out when we were putting this show together. I was going to send out to the ones that follow me. I was going to send out, hey, what's your brew request? You know, I wanted to do some beers to celebrate some of the wrestlers that follow me. But in all honesty, between Facebook and X, not counting Instagram, because I don't really count Instagram that much. Okuma Samura, that's the best way I'm trying to do that, man. He brought him bread. Ojima, by the way, follows, friend of the show, does actually respond to things, and so on and so forth. That's one of them. But anyway, somebody was asking me how many wrestlers follow me and so on and so forth. On X, roughly about 360 from all different promotions, WWE, AEW, CMLL, New Japan, MLW, Progress, Rhodes Academy. I can just keep going on. Defy, AEW, yeah. Lots of them. And I have roughly about 260 as friends on Facebook, mostly independents, mostly independents. Ariel Dominguez, did I hear them correctly? $145? Or did they say 185? Did I miss that? Did they legit say $145 on this one? That is insanity right there. And here come the Anderson brothers. I knew there was a reason on this. C.W. Anderson. Oh, dear God. The Rogue Horseman. Are we real? Contra making his way to the ring. I know exactly who Contra is. Mads Cool Kruger, yeah. Yeah, Jeremy, I'm followed by a lot of promotions, and that includes WWE. So when I make comments about WWE, good or bad, just know that, and I don't make any bad comments about WWE. I make a lot of positives about AEW, and I do have some positives about WWE. But I talk about the obvious things that are going on within the program, and you know, there's just a lot to unpack when it comes to WWE, and just when you thought you were getting it unpacked, they brought in about 100 more pieces of luggage. It's impossible to unpack WWE correctly by anybody. I don't care who it is. You pick your favorite person, I can find something they haven't unpacked yet. So, I mean, it's just not, it's not easy to unpack WWE. So when I make comments, generally they're positives, but it is what it is, and it's mainly for fan service than anything else. Yeah, they're going to throw the $145 guy up for, ooh, that was a nasty landing. Dominguez might be 4 dead right now. Be careful. He went head straight into the mat. Death Valley Driver. Wow. Nice lariat. The scary part of it is C.W. Anderson and I kind of follow each other on Facebook. He follows me, I follow him. We're not friends per se, we follow each other. Whoa. Fuck that, I want this guy. Yeah, fuck that, I want this guy. This guy right here against Mock. Give me the ball, dude. Yeah, he'll make it, and he'll be fine. Nice European uppercut. Oh, Justice eating a sliced bread from deep down. Not enough for 3. So Tikojima here. Uh-oh. Justice trying to get his feet back under him. Flying cross body block. We just stayed a sidewalk slam from the dude I actually do want to see face Moxley. No, not C.W. Anderson. Ariel Dominguez, all 5 foot nothing of him, and if you sneeze, you might blow him out of the ring. Pause. Of course he re-signed with AEW. There's enough game tape out there to say if that's what they're doing with the women over in WWE, he ain't got a chance. But the main reason, I know what they're trying to sell with that thing, talking about the contract, the main reason he did not pick up the win at All In was because he was partially responsible. He was partially responsible for, oh God. I'm going brain dead right now. Anyway, we'll talk about it in a minute. I figured after we got past about 10 o'clock, my brain was good. I appreciate you, Jeremy. By all means, subscribe, like, comment, share. Share it on the Facebook. Share it on the Twitter. Share it everywhere. Share the show. That's the only way we're going to grow because... Cole, Adam Cole. Damn it. The main reason he didn't get the title at All In is because he was part of the Adam Cole injury, and I did not believe, I did not believe that Tony Khan was going to reward him with the title right at All In. I knew he had the title coming, But I didn't see him bringing the title home from All In because he's part of the reason they had the Fatal 4-Way. And I'll stand on that until somebody tells me I'm wrong, which will probably happen at WrestleCade. We're going to be live at WrestleCade at some point in time. I don't know when or how, but I know I'm going to do that. So your guy won, Jeremy. Max Kruger. The Nightmare on Contra Street. I was not in WCW, but I was around a lot of the guys. I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. Went to school in Charlotte, North Carolina. Hung out at Ric Flair's Gold's Gym next to UNC Charlotte in North Carolina back in the 80s and 90s. And as long as you keep your mouth shut and just observe until somebody actually talks to you, you're okay. You know, so that's exactly how I did. I spent 3-4 months doing it that way. And then, you know, at some point in time, we had conversations. And we've continued to have them over the years. But, no, not in WCW. It's a bomb. It's a cigar box. And a set of keys. The gato, the cat.
I think we're going on a trip. Yeah? Mija, prepare yourself for a grand and dangerous adventure.
A grand and dangerous adventure.
I need you to move us from
Yeah, don't forget the liquor. Yeah, don't forget the liquor. All right, I guess this is what they call a commercial break. We'll be right back here in about 20 seconds. I'm almost 100% sure MJF is going to show up at MLW tonight because Mystico's there. Yeah, Satoshi is definitely a friend of the show. Let's see here. There we go. The Opera Cup.
There you see the prestigious Opera Cup, 140 years of history tonight. We will begin the journey to determine who will be the next athlete to hoist that cup high above. Opening round matchups of the 2025 Opera Cup underway tonight, including one of the most decorated athletes in MLW history, Satoshi Kojima. Looks for one
There we go. Mystico versus Quan.
What do you want, little one? Your ass.
Who are you?
Frank Drebin, Police Squad. The new version. Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
They have a commercial running for. Yeah. There we go. I see those shares popping up already. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. See Mundo. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. I see that too, buddy. Appreciate you. And we're almost to 140 viewers. How many matches did I have? In high school, 27. Never lost one. But that was back in the day when I was in the 130, 135. Never lost an amateur one at all. Oh, MLW could get a TV deal. They could get one. They can totally get one, and I can see it coming together. I have a general idea on how it could happen. First off, they need to get shed and stay shed of Eric Bischoff. That sumbitch don't need to be near a promotion unless it's WWE. That's the only place he thrives. It's the only place that he can work. He can't work this anymore. It's past him. This style of wrestling is so far past him, you can't WCW this. And I tried to watch it the times that he was booking the show. It was horrible. Almost didn't come back. That being said, MLW could get a TV deal without a problem. They've got the right people, and they've got the right everything. They just need somebody that believes in it as much as they do. And here's Paul Walter Hauser again. Dude is just showing up everywhere now. This looks like neon, but I guess it's neon. Looks like neon's pronounced like neon. Nice seeing Paul London working. Damn, Paul London, also a friend of the show. From way back. But no, I know an awful lot about professional wrestling just by attrition and just by being in it, or being in the scene and being behind the scenes in a time and a place where people weren't behind the scenes. Paul London making his way to the ring now. Wow. It's been a hot minute since I've seen Paul London wrestle. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to try it out when it hits the video market. I don't go to the movie theaters, and it's not for any particular reason except I don't like crowds. I never have. I'm not a big crowd fan. Coached basketball for nearly 30 years. I hate crowds. I really do. Paul London and Neon. Let's see what we got here.
Nice arm drag by Neon, feeling out process and early going, but certainly very offensive-minded in this matchup. 10-minute time limit to get the job done, and this is not a situation where you can tire out your opponent, or you can have a long-term strategy to go 20, 30, 40 minutes. That's not going to happen.
Amazingly enough, we still get mosquitoes in the house. I cannot wait until summer's over with. I swear I can.
Shoulder and a hematoma on my ass cheek.
A bruise? So you left all your boys hanging in that brutal match because you had a bruise?
Okay, it was hematoma. It was like cauliflower, but I'm
sure. Well, I hope you're better now. Are you comfortable sitting there for this match?
Well, let me tell you,
pillow or something?
I am comfortable sitting next to a commentary legend and a wrestling legend in you, Austin. My question for you, man, is if you only had 10 minutes in a match, what would your strategy be?
We want to end it quick, and I think, honestly, with where Paul London's at in his career, the shorter 10-minute time.
There we go.
The longer the match goes on, I'll give the nod to the younger competitor, right? So, but Paul needs to take advantage. You got to take a risk.
There we go. You're going to be on vacation at the beach, but you can't miss my show. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I hope everything works out for that trip, by the way. I hope everything worked out. And, hey, if you're at the right beach, it is what it is. I might roll up and say howdy for a couple of minutes. You never know. Uh-oh. Yeah, Paul London's been doing this for a hot minute. And the scary part is I think he's about my age. We got 150 viewers live and in living color. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Like I said, if you're just joining us, this is Graps TV and Brews and Brawls. As you look above me and just slightly to the left of that camera, you see two different camera angles of what will be actual beer-making equipment. We are going to be brewing beer in situations like this. We just didn't do it tonight because the actual ingredients have not arrived yet. I've got the water. I don't have the ingredients. If I had the ingredients, if I had a couple of buckets, we'd be making beer right now. We'd be almost done. Just a quick yeah. Now, what that's going to mean, obviously, is I can't be on the mic constantly, but you can see me moving around doing stuff, and I can come back to the mic and tell you what's going on. Of course, you'll be able to see it up there. There we go. Now I'm getting it to the right. You'll be able to see it live as it's brewing, as everything circulates. You're going to be able to see every single thing live as we do it. We're going to treat this like a little bit of an educational piece, plus hopefully some of y'all will actually get into brewing beer and you'll enjoy it as much as I do. And we'll be talking about the equipment up there. It is very value priced. I've got to say, when I got into brewing beer, and Paul don't mind if I talk over his match. Trust me, I don't think he's going to lose his shit over it. But when I started brewing beer, my very first brewing kit, the very first thing that I bought was just your basic standard stuff. It was $250. You could barely do extract brewing. For those of you who don't know what extract is, they do everything that I'm going to do when I seep the grains and I mash them and the whole 9 yards. We get through the mash. They do all that ahead of time. They send you the packets of the finished product ready to boil. So that's what I started out with, ready to boil. Then I got to where I could put that together. Then I learned the all grain. When I learned the all grain, I went and bought a pot, a brew pot, from then Colorado Brewing Company. They were featured on Shark Tank, and they had basically the same design as a brew kit that I actually liked. The only thing is they had it at a reasonable price. So I says to myself, let me buy this instead of that. And I still wound up spending $850 on a really nice brew pot, by the way. Very nice. And motor setup, the whole 9 yards to mash and sparge and do everything that you need to do. But the point is I spent $850 on a pot. And, of course, I have an anvil pot. All that stuff scores back up in Danbury. But, yeah, I mean, I had an anvil pot, I had that, and I had one other pot, too. A couple of pots to brew with. Had an anvil and a Blickman pot. And those together ran about $1,600 for those. So, basically, I had $2,400 in 3 brew pots. Just the pots. This whole setup right here, this entire setup, came at not that even, we're not even in the ballpark of it. We're not even at 10% of the total cost of what I spent on the original brew setup, and I've got this. And I've got a really nice fermenter here. Because I checked it out and everything, and it's really nice. So we are definitely, when a situation like this arises again, after we've gone through all the proper testing, and I know the machine's not going to embarrass me live on television, we are going to be brewing in situations like this right here. So I'll be covering Collision and MLW and or whatever. It could be Defy. Defy has a bad habit of coming on at 10 o'clock at night too. So I'll be covering that plus Collision, plus we'll be actually live brewing, and you'll be able to catch me brewing some beer, and maybe you'll get it. Maybe you'll get an itch for it. But in all honesty, if I told you how much that equipment actually costs right there, you'd be like, well, that ain't bad. We got 3 minutes remaining in this lightning match right here as Neon, and Paul London are still going at it one-on-one here. Perhaps London is getting back into this match. Who knows? Oh, hell of a kick. Not enough for 3. Caught up in a, uh-oh. You got 2 minutes left to go in this show. He might go to a time limit draw on this, and we're almost to 160 viewers. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We are having a great time in here. We're talking about Brews and Brawls tonight. But, yeah, for our regular weekly series here, I thought about doing something light, like an easy IPA or something. But for our very first televised show, weekly show, so to speak, I have decided that if Anheuser-Busch actually jumps in like they say they're going to jump in, I'm going to show them my 9C brew. Something I actually worked on for a couple of years. Put a lot of effort into this thing. By the way, we do all our brews with just regular old spring water. Because you can't go wrong with that. Neon up on the top. Wow, that looked like a Northern Lights or something. Centon, exactly. London being smart, getting out of the ring. Can't get pinned out there. Neon needs to get him back in the ring, but Paul London can hang out until they start the 10 count. Neon trying to drag over there to get him back in the ring here, but it does not look like it is going to happen. We may get a 10-minute time limit draw here. Four, three, two, the bell is getting ready to ring. That's it. We hit the 10-minute time limit on this. Neon unable to complete the mission of pinning Paul London. Paul London avoiding getting pinned like a champ. To draw. There we go. So we have a solid draw to start off to kick off the matches. And we're getting some recaps of it so far. Catherine, how long do these shows usually go? A couple hours? They go over 2 hours, or they hold them to 2 hours? Paul London has totally snapped. That comes with old age. Neon. But yeah, no, about 2 hours. Okay, cool. That means we'll be out here by midnight. That's not bad. But that's the whole thing of it. We just hit 160 viewers. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you as always. You are the stars. I am but the conduit. Oh my goodness, yeah, we are on that late night creep tonight, Dev. I appreciate it. And by the way, guys, just to make sure I get this thing right, Dev is the admin of Wrestle Collective, which I highly recommend. Getting ready to drop that at right here. You should like, follow, and share. If you are not currently a member of the Wrestle Collective, you should at all times. Yeah, we should be over with by midnight, and that's a good thing because this old man's going to be ready to go to bed.
He took all of his winnings. He went back to Jalisco. He bought himself a field. And you know what he planted on this field?
Pears? Mexican pears?
I figured it's getting late enough. You guys should see me sneezing most of the night. Anyway, if you're definitely following at Dub Worldwide, just to give you a general idea there. At Dub C Worldwide, that is the Wrestle Collective. Catherine, put in your ads for everybody so everybody can find you as well.
Oh, for sure. Hey, what's up, Don Gato? Hey, we were just talking amongst ourselves.
I'm trying to catch everybody whose show I've actually been on so far here.
We all know Shotzi is a ballsy badass, but she's also coming in with a broken arm. Will Ava Everett capitalize and make the featherweight division all about her? We'll find out tonight.
And be sure to catch these guys as well.
But his shoulder injury that led to the surrender of the middleweight title was an opportunity for Akira Kwan to capitalize.
Where am I at here? Trying to catch all of them together here. There you go, Catherine. And, of course, Chairshot Sports is one of the shows that I'm actually going to be on here in the coming days. Getting closer to Forbidden Door or All Out, I will be on their commentary team for the prediction show and probably a few other things while we're doing things. So it is what it is. And, of course, at Forbidden Door, we are definitely going to be doing our first brew August 24th. That is guaranteed. We are definitely going to be here for at least 4 hours, possibly 5 or 6. We are going to use every single minute of that. We are going to brew the Hanger Stout. It is going to be an oatmeal coffee-infused stout. I am so looking forward to making that beer for y'all. What is up, Dev? I'm feeling tired right now, but that's okay. I don't mind. I haven't done a late show like this on the weekend just cause in a minute, so I figured we'd go ahead and do that. No questions asked, no problem. Because me and Catherine were talking about it earlier. I'm like, I might cover MLW. She's like, well, I'll hang out till I go to sleep. And that's basically kind of how I felt about it. But no, we're definitely going to cover straight through to midnight, and then we will figure it out from there. They are taking a quick commercial break. We're going to take it with them. I'll be right back in just a minute, Dev. Hang on, hold your thoughts.
MLW hits hard, hits real, hits right in your face. Feel the MLW experience. It's unlike any other. Get your tickets now.
Así es como aparece un gladiador 24/7 todoterreno, gran depredador aéreo.
Looks like we're getting set up for Fightland. '25 Opera Cup opening round. Bishop Dyer making his way to the ring right now. I am glad to see him in a promotion, happy and enjoying what he does. Trust me, he was the weirdest release from WWE that I ever saw. As far as I'm concerned, I figured he was going to be a WWE lifer. He always done everything that they ask him to do. And it is what it is, and it is what it's always going to be. WWE did WWE things, and we have Bishop Dyer now. And I'm glad Dijak's happy, too. So we're going to get a look at Bishop Dyer now.
As the best technical wrestler in MLW. That's not a man that deserves that accolade just yet, especially not with St. Laurent pulling the strings in his corner. What is the biggest marionette I've ever seen in my life?
Well, that remains to be seen, certainly, if St. Laurent can do it. He's done it before. Davey Boy Smith Jr., former Opera Cup champion.
Weighing in at 211 pounds, the alternative, Anthony Green.
Anthony Green, the alternative. Yeah, that's Austin Aries over there with sunglasses on.
You guys are all up here talking about, oh, maybe Bishop Dyer can win the Alpha Cup, or maybe it's Anthony Green. We already know who's going to win the Alpha Cup this year, and you guys are sitting next to him.
Okay, that's very possible. I think some would say.
And apparently he's also in this Opera Cup.
I'm not going to take anything away from you, but that's why we have these matches. It's easier said than done, and I would love to see how an Austin Aries would match up with somebody like Anthony Green. I would love to see how Austin Aries would counteract the size of a 6'8" Bishop Dyer, and perhaps we'll get there. But right now,
let's see if Anthony Green can counteract the size of a Bishop Dyer.
This strategy here. Oh, he thinks the people clapping is going to help him against Bishop Dyer. It's not been in the ring with Bishop Dyer. This guy's legit. He's big. He's mean.
And I'll tell you what, he's even more dangerous now than when you faced
There we go.
He's become quite the jiu-jitsu master over the past several months.
Well, and he's hungry now again, right? Like, he's hungry. He's got something to prove. Joe, can we use that word master?
Bishop's gonna kill you. Love those chants already. We got 164 viewers live and in living color. Next time we meet in a situation like this, we'll be watching me brew.
Great athlete. He's picked up jiu-jitsu. He has a great boxing background as well.
Not to mention the MLW Tag Team Championships. Not to mention the guidance of St. Laurent, which, say what you want, obviously he's a smart promoter. He's an evil genius. He's guided a lot of people to Opera Cup success, title success. Look out!
Whoa!
Bishop was looking to take Green down, but could not pull it off. Was looking for that deep six.
Got him with a hip toss out of the deep six.
Momentum and using that low leverage to be able to get Bishop Dyer to almost take himself over into that. Oh, Joe mentioned Anthony Green.
I have figured out that next hour is the one that gets you, though.
Bishop Dyer, and he's ready for it.
Well, Dyer sends Green into the corner, tip up.
Kojima is my guy, though. That's who I'm pulling for. But then again, we're going to see Donovan Dijak tonight against Matt Riddle for the MLW World Championship. Now, I know those guys.
Controlling the pace of the match.
But not enough body weight and blocks the post.
Not a lot of space out here in New York around the ringside.
Whoa, nice super kick from Green.
Green on the defensive, but comes up big.
There we go.
You also have St. Laurent out there, so you got to be double careful, triple careful if you're counting.
Whoa.
That's what's taking up most of the space we have.
This is a soft place to land, though, if you happen to run into him.
And one half of the former GHC Heavyweight Tag Team Championships in Pro Wrestling Noah.
Whoa, swing and a miss.
Did not get enough. And Dyer shrugs him off, comes back with a clothesline.
That's the thing about high risk.
Solid lariat from Dyer. He still jaws with the crowd pretty good.
It is Riddle Dijak 2 for the MLW World Title. St. Laurent also gets Bishop Dyer in his very first Opera Cup tournament. St. Laurent goes tonight?
No.
That could happen.
It's not going to happen, Joe.
Well, I hope not. Certainly, if anybody would know about how Matt Riddle's been preparing for tonight, it'd be you.
Yeah, tonight's the night that we finally rid ourselves of Dijak. It's not an opportunity for MSL and his people. This is an opportunity for the Filthy Bros tonight. You don't sound too
It's an opportunity for the Filthy Bros. Oh, my goodness.
These guys are on a tear.
Daggone it. Gotta love it when the allergies kick in this late at night, too. Good Lord. Can we please get summer over with? For real?
And Dyer now picking a fight
face first into the side of the wrestling ring. There you go. Not enough for 3, though.
Pace is slowed down. That definitely is in the favor of Bishop Dyer.
Wow. There's a gut shot out of nowhere. Whoa. That was innovative. And swing and a miss. Dyer might just be pissed off at this point. Death Valley driver. Not enough for 3, though. I don't think P-Stock's even broken Pistoke or whatever he calls himself. I don't even think he's even broke a sweat yet.
Anthony Green likes to present himself as a good-looking guy, but he's also a tough guy in there.
Thanks, Austin. Austin Aries obviously went to the Tony Schiavone School of Broadcasting.
What does that mean? A new school wrestler with old school feel? Well, it means he's kind of a throwback in his vibe.
He looks a lot better, actually. He looks happy. And that's the difference. I mean, he's still kind of slow, but I see where he's getting some of that stench off of him. For me, I think the ring is a bit small for him.
I like how he's just using Dyer's own momentum against him in this match.
Not enough for 3. Green almost picking up the pin. I don't know that the ring is just not too small for him. Deep 6. Oh, not enough for 3.
Took him a second to make the cover. That's what cost him.
Yeah, this could be a sport of seconds, of inches that separate you from a victory and what could have been.
MSL was up, arms up in the air, disputing the call. The most exercise he's done all day.
Well, if Dyer's not successful tonight, that cuts into his percentage of the money, too. You know, St. Laurent was riding high when Davey Boy Smith Jr. was Opera Cup champion a couple of years ago.
Uh-oh, schoolboy.
There's some old school, but Dyer's leg strength pushes him outside the ring.
He was riding high when Davey Boy Smith Jr. and I were the tag champs, too.
Swing and a miss. Taking him over the top rope here. We're going to get a suicida. The tope suicida. I wouldn't do that twice, you know. The barrier is undefeated. And that is game, set, and match. Bishop Dyer picking up the win there without a problem. That was nasty, though. Yep, he sure is. We could see Dijak as the world champion. I don't think so, but you know we could. I don't know enough about MLW, and I don't follow it close enough to know. I'm not going to lie. I'm picking this back up just like anything else. Was going to pick Hog up, but, you know, Hog's been a little bit on the sneaky creep right here lately. They are taking a time out here. I'm going to take it with them here. I'll be right back in 20 seconds.
I'm the king of bros. I represent MLW, and I'll beat anyone, anytime, bro.
Back up. Wait, that's Kruger. Wait a second. Kruger's got the gravity gamble title match briefcase. Oh! Kruger hit Dijak. He was aiming for Riddle. I don't think that's what he wanted to have happen. And lower. And they both spill over the top. Riddle's trying to hook in a submission. He's got him locked. He taps. Dijak is irate. Kruger cost him the title. Filthy Bros. He's shown he can ruin your fun.
I don't care about the Filthy Bros. I don't care about Kruger. They can kill each other. They can die in the street. I don't give a damn. One way or another, I'm going to be the MLW World Heavyweight Champion.
Wait a minute. Oh, feast your eyes. Matt Riddle's walls keep...
And I'm back. Told you I wouldn't be gone long. We're at almost 170 viewers right now. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We are on the late night creep tonight. Not even. It's next. This thing might be over with an hour and a half. You never know, man.
Bloody fights, fast fights, dangerous fights.
But we stuck with it. That's the big piece of it.
They journey to one place. It's called Fightland. Major League Wrestling, where the fights find you. Live from Dallas, Texas, September 13th on YouTube and beIN Sports. This is Major League Wrestling, the most unpredictable fights on the planet. Watch on beIN Sports. Stream free on MLW's YouTube channel. It's combat with consequence. It's spectacle with scars. This hits different. Tune in, throw down. Welcome to Major League Wrestling.
Shotzi's got her game face on. She'll need to be focused. Still not recovered from a fractured arm, but makes her MLW in-ring debut against an athlete who believes the featherweight division is hers for the taking. Ava Everett. That's tonight. But up next, it's our MLW World Championship match.
Our MLW World Title match is out of sequence. It is not the main event. Glad to see Shotzi tonight. That was the other reason I thought about covering this. Not just Matt Riddle and Donovan Dijak, but I'm making it a mission to cover a lot of Shotzi matches now. A lot of them look better though, Catherine. When they're not, the ones that have left WWE, they look better because they look happy. 6'7", 270 against 6'2", 216, and a lot of weed. Matt Riddle versus Donovan Dijak. Dijak coming in with a powerhouse thing. Riddle coming in with the MMA experience. Looking pretty good for that too. I know they don't have to end the show. I was just trying to figure out why. But obviously, it's kind of wild to see that Shotzi and them elevate over your title. I mean, I don't know how they put all the match card together. It's interesting. That's the best way I can say it right now. But I'm with you. I don't think world title matches need to close the show out. Feast your eyes on Donovan Dijak, the only person out there right now that has an online wrestling academy. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. Little side bit of useless trivia. You know, I am a fountain of useless information sometimes. But that one's actually useful. He runs an online, let me say that one more time, online wrestling school that requires you to be with an actual trainer, so you pay him to critique your matches and pay the trainer to learn how to be a professional wrestler. Not a bad gig if you can get it. Saint whatever the hell this dude's name is, he's going to talk. It's always nice to watch something that's not censored, too. I love that. What do I think of Cena versus Logan Paul in Paris? I got buttons for that. I think it's going to go over like a wet fart because I don't think Logan Paul is on Cena's level. And I'm saying that respectfully to both of them, but I don't think Logan Paul is on Cena's level. I don't think he's ready for that golden shovel to come to town. I don't think he's ready for that. I think he's expecting to get put over, and it's not going to happen.
Stop filming your OnlyFans content. Get your dick out of your hand. Put your gear on and get your ass out here to defend that championship and lose it to Donovan Dijak.
So Dijak had some pointed words for the broski, the king of bros. And here comes Matt Riddle, the Major League Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. But yeah, Matt Riddle on his way to the ring. Brock ain't going to Paris. Brock needs somebody who knows how to parlez-vous français. Because Brock definitely don't parlez-vous français. I'll tell you that right now. So I'm guessing that's why they scheduled the World Heavyweight title match for a mid-card, because there might very well not be one. Dijak just took the referee out. That'd be a good spot for it. I mean, that would be the spot I would go with. I'm guessing Dijak ain't got nothing for Kruger here. Oh, through the table.
That's what he gets. That's what he deserves.
Kruger's nearly 7 feet tall. He's 300 pounds. And I've never seen anyone ride him through a table. And that has knocked Donovan Dijak's title. Oh, my God.
Kruger's back on his feet, obviously. So I'm guessing we're not going to have the match. And they're taking yet another break.
Grudge fights, title fights, bloody fights.
What? Well, I mean, the money.
Dangerous fights. Unfiltered fighters who show no.
If there was actually money in this fight, and WWE is not known for money-making matches anymore, and I know everybody, oh, ratings, attendance, blah, blah, blah. I get it, okay? I get it. Yeah, whatever.
September 13th on YouTube and beIN Sports.
But as far as big money matches, they haven't hit on a whole lot in pay-per-views probably in the last 4 or 5 years. They are still fighting in the back, and we have 170 viewers. Thank you very much. I don't think it needs to be in a pay-per-view, though. I really don't, because there's not a big money match there. They haven't built it. I mean, showing up is not building a match. And there's a bunch of Spanish I don't understand. If anybody wants to translate it, be my guest. There we go. Another one coming up here. Bobby Fish making his way to the ring right now. And he has the dumbest agent in professional wrestling, too. Number one, there's not enough time to do long form storytelling or long-term storytelling. There's not enough time to do that. Number two, Brock Lesnar's been out of the ring for what, a year, 2 years? I forget how long. Kojima making his way to the ring. Satoshi Kojima, lover of bread, making his way to the ring right now. My personal favorite. Just simply because he's a friend of the show. I mean, you know, if you're a friend of mine, we're good. But, I mean, there's not enough time left. There's not enough time between now and December to build a proper storyline that'll actually work because John Cena hadn't been in the ring in a bazillion years until this year. And Brock Lesnar hadn't been in the ring in a couple of years, a year to 2 years, you know. If they don't have the match until December, there's plenty of room to tell a story. But I don't think there's any big money in this. I don't see it. So I'm with you on that, Catherine. It needs to be a Saturday night main event. It really does. You knew if I was going to stay up this late, I had to have refreshments to go with my weed, right?
resources.
I think you need counseling.
I think they've been doing it by Zoom. Zoom counseling works. Well, right now, all that aside.
But yeah, I agree with you on that, Catherine. It probably needs to be a Saturday night's main event. I can't see it being anything other than that. I can't see it being in any of the major pay-per-views. I don't see it as a money match. And I find it virtually impossible to get invested in something that is guaranteed to be over with in December. I mean, you might have enough time to tell a story between now and then, but it is guaranteed over in December. There's no cliffhanger here. Because I don't think that John Cena's coming back. I think once he leaves, he leaves. I think he's going to do him a Shawn Michaels, and I think the only reason Shawn Michaels showed up was just for that Saudi show, and that was it. And really, I don't think he particularly wanted to do it, and it showed. But I think that John Cena has that kind of retirement. I think he's retired and done. Obviously, if you were reading about the interview, and of course the one that caused a little bit of waves when I brought it up again, John Cena said he didn't pretty much like professional wrestling. He liked WWE, but he didn't like to wrestle, basically. And I don't blame him. Why would you want to wrestle when you're making all that Hollywood money? And he's doing well in Hollywood. He's doing well with these Amazon things. His was #1. He had one that was #1 on debut. And he's got a little mini-series that's been #1 for a little while. I mean, shit, why? Why risk it? Why risk a possible accident in the ring taking all that away from you? That's why The Rock ain't showed up, by the way. He showed up long enough to get y'all interested, and that was it. He booked. He dipped on that because why? Why would you do that? If they're going to hand you $10, $12 million to make a picture, you know, why in the world would you want to come back to this where you can accidentally get injured and not get any of that? And like I said, Bobby Fish may have the most educated feet in wrestling, but he has the dumbest management system I've ever seen. They were dumb. We were looking at potential wrestlers last year to go with the show, and we got to his agent, and he's like, yeah, I got this, that, and the third, and I'm like, okay. And we looked up a couple of other people. He wanted Harley Cameron money for Bobby Fish. He wanted Harley Cameron money for that. And I'm just like, on what planet? Kojima firing him up. There we go. Please tell me they got that stupid match card out now.
Well, I mean, the thing about Kojima, he's got a chin, right? He can absorb punishment. This guy's bringing it over his career. It takes a lot to put him down. So sometimes it's kind of you just try to absorb.
There we go. Bobby Fish, Satoshi Kojima going live at it right now.
The thing about Kojima, 240 pounds, but he's got a gas tank. This guy can go for a long time. And that's something you don't think about necessarily when you watch him or when you see him, but he's highly conditioned.
And Bobby Fish, looking to knot up that thigh muscle maybe the knee as well. Fish looking to take out those legs. To your point, Mr. Lawler, and the back suplex connects.
I think see that's what's led to him having his greatest success so far in this matchup.
Wait. They're still fighting? Now? Do we have a camera? Here we go, Matt's Cruel Kruger. Donovan Dijak in the bowels of the building. Beating the hell out of one another, obviously centered around their mutual desire to be MLW World Champion. We'll track that story further.
There we go.
Bobby Fish in the corner. And opening up again. Kicking high, kicking low, striking high, striking low. Every place with the body on that leg lace takedown.
And so Chris Statlander, I just got this in here. She's going to be working Who Runs the World 2. Southern Junction is going to be in Irving, Texas. MPX Wrestling. Well, you know they went south to get her. There it is.
Of some sort, but I would imagine that's going to be there the rest of Kojima's career.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tom knows this and I know this. You probably don't, Joe, but sometimes these injuries, they never heal. They never go away.
No, they don't. He's right about that part. I'm not going to argue with Austin on that. Sometimes these injuries, they show up and they never come back.
And Austin, I'm not sure if Kojima wants to capitalize. Well, looks like he's about to. There goes the elbow pad. He's looking for that lariat. Look out. Oh,
there we go.
Bobby Fish may have just single-handedly, in that one motion, saved his spot in the upper.
Nah, Bobby ain't beating him.
Both these men right now, you can see how much this is taken out of them. Both hit hard, and they've both taken a lot.
Come on, Kojima. Oh, dragon screw.
It's been a great strategy. That's the mark of a trained, experienced fighter, to zero in on one part of the body and continue to focus on.
Bobby basically got him in a chokehold right now. This is definitely not a sleeper. Kojima breaking the hold, but Bobby jumping right back in there again. I'd have dropped him on his head personally. There we go. That'll break it up. Not to mention a little bit of Planned Parenthood there.
Damage done to Bobby Fish, who favoring maybe his extremities, maybe his abdomen. The bread basket. Yeah, landed hard under the weight of Kojima, who finds
maybe his testicles? I don't know. Good Lord. Oh, heel kick.
You know, that could also hurt the adductors, the groin of Bobby Fish, which could take some steam off those kicks.
The nether regions.
That's in Holland.
It looks like he got all of that round kick.
Solid forearms from Kojima.
He's got educated feet. The one thing I wouldn't want to do is stand in the middle ring, go to toe-to-toe with Kojima. That doesn't seem like a winning proposition to me. But in the moment, it's Bobby Fish excelling. It would certainly be a statement victory if Fish outstrikes Kojima.
Wow.
Now it caught him right in the arm, which is a good strategy. First take away the leg, now take away the arm, the lariat.
Uh-oh. Kojima catches him with a brain buster. Say goodnight, Gracie. Not enough for three, though. Fish kicking out just in the nick of time. Oh, lariat from Hades. And that is game, set, and match. Kojima, friend of the show, picking up the win, picking up the defeat, you know, however you want to call it. Getting all the bread. They're throwing bread at Kojima. He's getting all the bread tonight. Okamura in there to congratulate Kojima.
That looks like some of the lowest grade bread you could possibly find. GMO, non-organic.
That's some wondrous bread.
I didn't think it was possible for Austin Aries to suck at two particular facets of this sport, but apparently he has figured out how to do it. Mini bread. Please don't try this at home. Oh my God. Kojima moves on to take on Bishop Dyer. Bishop Dyer. And they're still fighting in the back. The camera took one in the head. Pause. And they are, of course, taking a break. We're going to take it right with them here. We'll be back in about 20 seconds.
Follow the fights on every platform: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, Facebook. Because in MLW, the fights live on.
Major League Wrestling invades Dallas-Fort Worth for one of the biggest fight nights of the year. This is MLW Fightland, live Saturday, September 13 from the NYTEX Sports Center. Tickets will start at just $10. Now on sale at MLWDallas.com. Don't miss your shot to witness history. Moments ago, MLW President Cesar Duran made it official. Dijak versus Riddle 3 for the MLW World Heavyweight Championship.
So we know we're getting Dijak and Riddle 3 at Fightland Saturday, September 13th. We may brew that night if they're doing it actually live. And of course, the Air decided it wanted to make an appearance. So apparently it's still pretty hot outside. Hammerstone and Justice. That looks like that might be a good one. I'll cover this just for Hammerstone. MLWDallas.com. Get your tickets started $10 a piece. That is affordable. Say it with me, boys and girls. That is affordable. She's not going to get a reception here. Ava Everett. She's actually not a bad wrestler either. I've seen a lot of her game tape. So I know who Ava Everett is too. Of course, we all know who Shotzi is. You got to be living under a rock if you don't know who Shotzi is. But Shotzi making her way out here in just a minute. They've got 2,700 viewers on the YouTube channel right now. Trust me, if I had 2,700 viewers right now, I'd be doing everybody's dance. Shotzi Blackheart making her way to the ring, I think. There she is. The indie wrestling god, having taken the title from Matt Cardona, Shotzi Blackheart, still with a cast on her arm. I hope that arm turns out to be okay here for too long. I don't think that's a work anymore. Shotzi Blackheart. One more time. Maybe they let her win this one. I would like to see her win this match, even though I like Ava. I like Ava Everett, but, you know, hey, I would like to see Shotzi win a match. Maybe we'll see Shotzi at WrestleCade working in the ring. That would be awesome. But Kazuchika Okada being at WrestleCade is what sold me on it. I'll be picking up my tickets here probably in the next couple of weeks. I'm excited about it personally. I would love to be a part of it again. Shotzi wrestles better with one arm than a lot of women do with two. That's a fact. Uh-oh. Swing and a miss. Cross body block. Oh, hello. Using a lot of hair for that. Oh, big leg drop on that injured arm. Ava Everett really knows her way around the ring, too. Oh, swing and a miss. Yeah, Okada is a good get if he doesn't cancel. I hope he doesn't cancel. I don't think he'll cancel because he's actually sponsored by... There was a group that actually sponsored him to come in, so I'm hoping he doesn't cancel. But I am about damn sick and tired of seeing Shotzi get beat up now. I'd like to see her win a match. Of course, I haven't seen the GCW stuff yet. Not even going to play. I quit watching GCW for a little while. They're going to have to grow on me again. The Sabu thing did me in with them. That was my tipping point with GCW. Because I believe the person that was there. I believe... for those not in the know, of course, Catherine knows. I went to WrestleCade last year. And one of the highlights was actually not only getting to meet Sabu, but drink a beer with Sabu. And, you know, fetching cigarettes and so on and so forth. I didn't mind being the bag boy. I didn't care. It's Sabu, man. And Sabu was a pretty damn chill dude. And I liked it. I really did. So, what happened to Sabu bothered me on a lot of levels. And I really have a sneaky suspicion we've not heard the end of that. And I don't mind bringing it up every once in a while because that's something you don't need to forget right there. I don't believe Sabu worked... I don't believe he worked in perfect health. I'm going to put it out like that. I'm not going to say that they sent him out there injured because that's stuff that'll get you sued. I'm not even doing that. But I will say that I don't believe he was 100% healthy in any of that. I don't believe that. Because he's good, but he ain't that good at a work. He is not that good at a work. It's just not him. You know, he's more of a shoot guy. He's not too much on the works. So, but yeah, I haven't taken in a lot of GCW as a result. I've kind of let that go by the wayside right now. I mean, obviously Megan Bain came on up to AEW, so that's one reason I watched. I watched Megan Bain. Dude up in TNA, that was another reason. Mansoor, I liked watching Mansoor. Mansoor's a great indie wrestler. I'm not sure TNA's his cup of tea, but we'll figure it out. And I'm sure he'll make do. And I'm sure he'll draw a salary because you know what? That's easy money for him. Especially after you work GCW most of your life. TNA is light work. Very light work. Yeah. And I think Mansoor, if he calms down a little bit, has the ability to be the next Terry Funk. So, and I'm throwing that out there and I mean it. So, Mansoor, if you are watching, hey man, I said it, I mean it. I think he's still a friend of the show, too, so. Yeah. I could be wrong. I could be missing on that. But at one point in time, he was a friend of the show. I'm just not one of those guys that bothers the hell out of people. Like, you know, some people are like, oh, I DM'd him. Why? You know, why? Why would you do that? Ooh, we're starting to get it come around here now. There we go.
One more time. Chupacabra. Easy for me to say, and not easy for Ava to kick out of, though. Can we get Jesus back out here to pronounce that one for us? Yeah, he may need Jesus for once.
TNA, it looks like you guys are inheriting Matt Cardona. Isn't that nice?
High kick is countered. Back elbow connects. But it's a really good back and forth action right here. It's a rough landing right there. Yeah, legs get caught up in the corner, and of course the head and neck land first.
Not enough for 3.
Shotzi, if her weight had been distributed a little bit differently across Ava's shoulders, it's been a different story. Yeah, not a big fan of that style of cover, to be fair. I think you want to pin down the opponent's shoulders rather than necessarily hooking the leg every time. Oh, Shotzi may have been looking for a sliced bread or something similar, but got caught, hung up, and the backcracker connected, and Ava's going to beat her in an ear fall.
Oh, not quite enough for 3.
I was going to ask what you thought about that cover, Tom. Do you like that cover? Hey, the proof's in the pudding. What can I say? Each woman had a chance to win the match there, and it's still ongoing, so. Ava maybe measuring Shotzi. Maybe she's loading her boot.
Swing and a miss.
I don't think I would be. I'm sure you would. We'll have a chance to see that in uppercut. I hope we don't see it in uppercut, but Shotzi looking for the crossface.
Uh-oh, Shotzi got her in the crossface. We got a tap. Hell yeah, I'm glad to see Shotzi win a match. The queen of the indies herself. The indie god. Everybody loves Shotzi. She's one I quietly hope makes it into AEW. Of all the WWE releases, she's in my top 2. She's recovered really damn fast, too. And Dijak and Dude are still fighting outside. And a second cameraman gets injured. And they're taking a 20-minute break, and not really. They're taking a few seconds on a break. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back in about 20 seconds.
Translating our experiences here. Do it right.
I'm filming you.
Come in. Right there. Because the measure of a true champion is not only what he drinks. Okay, why are you doing this? Like up and down with it?
All right, this is a little bit corny. Not gonna lie.
I'd like to be shot like normally, not somebody who's just itching to go and film their boyfriend.
Well, Don Gatto's not my boyfriend.
Don Gatto's a lot of people's boyfriends. He's not your boyfriend. Trust me.
Not yet.
Don Gatto, is Steve your boyfriend?
Don't.
You're pissing me off. Go fucking get out of here.
Well,
Get the fuck out of my face.
Okay, fine.
Go away now.
Don Gato.
Maybe Dangato will be your boyfriend.
Don Gato Tequila.
Welcome to the land of fights. Grudge fights, title fights, bloody fights, fast fights, dangerous fights. Unfiltered fighters are shown.
And we're getting an MLW commercial here. We got 175 viewers here. We are well on our way to 200 tonight. If you're just straggling in here, we are watching Major League Wrestling. I forget the name of the show at this point. It's been a minute. So we're watching MLW. This is part of the Opera Cup series tonight. Blood and Thunder. I knew it would come to me in a minute. I had to think about it for a minute. But, yeah, I'd like to welcome you to Brews and Brawls. If you look up above you here, you can see our brewing equipment. We put it out here for the reveal for tonight, so you could actually see what the brewing equipment was going to look like. Monday, or Wednesday, I'm sorry, Wednesday we're going to talk recipes. We're going to talk about the recipe for the August 24th show. We're going to talk about a lot of grain brewing. We're going to talk about a lot of good things here. And it looks like if MLW is going to run shows in conjunction with Collision, then Collision is going to be the Brews and Brawls show where I actually brew beer. And, of course, if we have another one of those 4-hour dynamites like we've had in the past, we're definitely going to be brewing for one of those 4-hour dynamites. Got to have a 4-hour show to do the whole thing. And we're definitely brewing on every single pay-per-view going forward. I've already got the one brew out for Forbidden Door on August 24th. We are going to be doing what I call the Hanger Stout. I know Catherine loves Hangman Adam Page and would like nothing more than the best for him and everything he does in life, and she would like for him to have a 5 to 7 year world title reign. So we did a beer. We're calling it the Hanger Stout. It's just kind of a hodgepodge, but it comes out as a stout. It's got a whole bunch going on in there. We're going to be doing a coffee infusion with that using Prince Nana Cowboy Blend for the coffee infusion. We're dropping the traditional Dominican roast to go along with any coffee infusion. We're using the Cowboy Blend. And we're going to be doing a coffee-infused oatmeal stout with a little note of chocolate in the back of it. So I guess we would call it more of a mocha. Yes, I'm kidding, not really. And here he comes, the one, the only, the guy who's got entrance music that everybody knows if you're from Mexico. Mexico, which means MJF is not far behind. We're looking for an MJF run-in here at any given time. They've got to keep that feud going for CMLL. Quan could be the setup man, too. Quan and Mystico going live here. I don't know if this is the main event or not. It looks like it should be because it's Mystico, and that explains why we didn't have a Riddle match tonight, because you are not going to match move for move, heat for heat. You are not going to match Mystico. Love Matt Riddle to death. Big fan of not his outside life, but his ring life. That's his business. It's not mine. But, you know, I don't think he's got the same kind of pull that Mystico's got. I'm not even going out on a limb for that. Mystico's the man in Mexico right now. So, and you can tell my southern accent gets real heavy the later it gets at night. Can't help that. Not even going to try to. But we are a quarter of an hour away from midnight, and We are almost 4 hours into this stream here, guys. I appreciate everybody that stuck with me tonight. Appreciate all the new viewers. I know we probably have some new ones out there. I tell everybody on this show, and I mean it and I believe it, you are the star. You are the star of this show. I am just the conduit. And like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you comment, I comment back. You see, Catherine and I have had some good dialogue going on there. Catherine has decided that she loves Hangman so much that she doesn't want to see him get stuck in the vortex. So she's not supporting the 3-year reign. You know, and she's just not supporting it. And I don't know why, because this is just her. She's out of character right now. I had to make sure I had your attention, Catherine. We are going to try to do some cross promotion coming up here too. I am going to try to be on a lot more shows that I can be. And we're going to start building up sort of a conglomeration, pun intended, of podcasters so that we give you a viable alternative to the people that you normally hear from on a regular basis, because they're just the loudest voices in the room. But if we combine our forces together, we can actually give you a decent show all the way across the board. And I would say a much better show than a lot of the stuff you're used to seeing. So we're going to be working together on a lot of things going forward. And he's going after the mask again, because that just seems to be the thing. Mystico getting unmasked. You know, I guess he's the new bottom bitch of Mexico. That's all I can figure out. But no, we're going to be doing a lot of collaboration together and stuff like that. That's going to happen. And I feel like that if we do enough of that, we give you a viable alternative, many of you will hang around and watch. You know, I did the brewing thing because, frankly, I enjoy brewing a lot. And you guys have hung out with me for over a year or so, so I figured I'd incorporate a hobby. Once I incorporate a hobby, may incorporate another hobby. You never know. One day you might tune in here and I might be walking around a pool table shooting shots while we're watching wrestling. You can watch me make a fool out of myself on the pool table. Not. Hangman could go join the Jericho Vortex. Wow. Okay, now that's unusually mean even for you. I wouldn't wish Jericho on my worst enemy. Not that he doesn't make money, not that he doesn't draw. I just don't particularly like him. And haven't for a couple of decades. I was never on the Jericho train. Never. Ever. Ever. Again. Was I on the Jericho train? Never. Not saying he's a bad wrestler. Chris Jericho's a very accomplished wrestler. I just don't personally like him. I just don't like him. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't like him. I don't hate him, but I don't like him. Swing and a miss on that one. Power slam. Not enough for 3. But I never thought I would actually agree on this particular point here, Catherine. But Dev was talking earlier about how he's almost to that point, or somebody was saying they're almost to that point with Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone, I am almost at that point too. He's worn out his welcome with me. And he gaffes and he botches in places we don't need gaffes and botches right now. The last thing we need is people making fun of the commentary group. It just is. It's the last thing you need. And I think it's time for him to train broadcasters, and it's time for them to put some new asses in them seats. And that was almost a 3 count on Mystico. We're approaching 180 viewers at this moment.
This is a heated matchup for you. If you're Quan, this is a huge opportunity every time you get a chance to beat Mystico.
Yeah, Quan looking to systematically deconstruct the legacy.
I don't think Quan knows what kind of fight he's in right now because Mystico ain't going to lose this fight. Not here, not now, not ever. And I'm still trying to figure out the magic that's Mystico. I mean, I like watching him wrestle. When he gets into chain wrestling, I'm down. But other than that, I'm questioning a couple of things here. And when I get better, when I get more acclimated with what he does, I'll have the questions will be a lot more legible and intelligible than right now of what's going through my head. I got a whole bunch of thoughts that go through my head every time I see Mystico work. And it always starts off with, I don't get it. See, somebody's going off the roof of this building tonight. Swing and a miss. 2 pops and an absolute gem of a shot.
Juan's going up. Now this isn't his usual forte. He can fly, but it's not.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a good point. Mystico took advantage. Elevates with the Gamangiri.
He's about to fly like the Hindenburg, baby. Yeah, this is not where you want to be if you're Akira Kwan, not against Mystico.
Are we going to get something like a Spanish fly? Is that what we're getting ready to get?
Certainly has a lot more balance, a lot more comfort on those turnbuckles.
Not where you want to be. Long way down.
Yep, that's exactly what we're getting. Spanish fly. Mystico moves on. Yay. And of course, having his back to the Opera Cup, we know some shit's getting ready to happen. All right, looks like they're going to have Mystico going for the title next month. The middleweight, I think it was, they just said.
He wanted it back so he could sell it.
Well, now Quan, notice he goes immediately to that middleweight title, not leaving that undetected. Cesar Duran said,
and he just hit the referee with the middleweight title. And here comes some more wrestlers. He missed it him, I'm sorry. So he missed it, the ref. I'm sorry.
not in the least, but what we have settled is one of the quarterfinal round matchups of the 2025 Opera Cup. It'll be Satoshi Kojima versus Bishop Dyer. Mystico's quarterfinal round opponent to be determined at a later date between Ultimo Guerrero and Esfide when they meet. We're only 5 weeks out till Fightland. The action will only intensify. We invite you to wait.
And they're fighting on the roof. Somebody's going off the top of this building. So apparently he disappeared. So they did the toss him off the building thing here. And of course that did not seem to work right there. So who knows? But one thing I do know is that MLW is indeed going off the air now. I guess they went off the air 5-6 minutes early. Okay, we're good with that. So I need to know that going forward. We may wind up being here. And they are done before 12 a.m. That is correct. So, and guess what? You know what that means, boys and girls, and all points in between. That means we are done for the night. I would like to thank you guys for hanging out with me for a solid 4 hours. We had 177 viewers for the night. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you very much. I'm surprised I still have energy. But we're here, and we're there, and we're everywhere. But the one thing we are is out for the evening. I appreciate those who liked, commented, and shared. I appreciate all of you. You are the stars. I am the conduit here on Graps TV and Brews and Brawls. We will definitely be back online, available on Wednesday. That's going to be our next show there for Dynamite. We're going to be there, and we're going to talk about the ingredient packs in the 2 hours that we have there. We're going to go over the various stuff and everything that goes along with it while we watch wrestling, while we catch the commentary. We're going to be starting to talk about the recipes and the ingredients and how they all come together. And I'm really enjoying this so far, guys. I really am. You would not believe how stoked I am on this. But for right now, since it is almost midnight, I'm going to go ahead and bid everybody a fond adieu, farewell, arrivederci, good luck, goodbye, and all that great stuff, because we have come to the end of this broadcast. Thank you to the 177 viewers that hung around to watch this late at night. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Dev. Thank you, Jeremy, wherever you went, buddy. You probably went to sleep, too. A lot of people do tend to go to sleep during these things. It happens. And I'm good with that. I'm totally good with that. But for right now, I'm going to bid you guys a fine good night. Thank you for all the compliments. Thank you for everything. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for making the night special, because that's what this show is for everybody. We'll definitely be back on Wednesday. But for now, it's good night. God bless. And good night, America, wherever you are. We'll see you on Wednesday.